I normally never do this, but I'm going to ask y'all to watch this video fully through. It literally gets 10 times more evil and crazy as the video goes on, and as I figure out the absolutely unimaginable, unfathomable level of satanic evil this woman got to. I had to come back here and re-record and give y'all this little mini intro to tell y'all watch the whole thing. I mean it. It is evil.
But if you weren't there, then you don't know.
Bestowed such shitty parents that do things that literally end you. I mean, you're literally spawn trapped.
Out here making people, it's being out here making people believe what is not.
When her mother, her uncle, and her grandfather forcibly grabbed her by the neck and allegedly held Airly in a Superman position. I mean, god damn, did she even have a chance, man? Alright, listen, today it seems like we are dealing with the devil's daughter. I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. Today, it seems like we are taking a look at the most evil woman to ever walk this earth. Literally just pure evil, if this title is correct. So y'all know I don't pre-watch my videos. I have not seen this, but this title, if it is true, this literally is Satan's daughter, bro. Like, actually, no exaggerations, no jokes. And let me go ahead and read y'all the title. It's not even funny, bro. It's just so unbelievable. It says that this mother claims she did absolutely nothing wrong after she performed a 20-hour exorcism that ended her 3-year-old daughter. I don't know what exorcism is. Somebody in the comments let me know what that is and how you can do that for 20 hours. I'm assuming it's some kind of religious thing, right? But what is it exactly? Somebody in the comments let me know. We might figure it out throughout the video. But with that being said, man, I don't got much else to say. So let's just get into it. Let's see.
One thing I'm not gonna do is lie about how she passed away. When I tell you guys how she passed away, and the people that know, I've been 100% honest. You know, I've been real, because why would I sit here and lie about how she passed away? You know, and that's something that gets to me, because it's like people weren't even there, but they want to be out here saying this and that because of how the situation looked.
Well, I'm pretty sure if any of y'all, if anybody has kids and their 3-year-old daughters literally got murdered, like got killed because of something you did, of course people are not just going to be asking questions, and of course they're not just going to be talking about you. They're going to want to get justice for that poor soul that got ended. When you got to understand that your kids have no control over their lives, you're the one that's supposed to be protecting them. Of course people are going to talk about it, man. What?
But if you weren't there, then you don't know. You know, and that's why what people say, or if you've heard something about what happened to my daughter, if it doesn't come from me, then it's not valid, because you were not there. You were not there, you know. And yeah, like so many people were like, I don't know. It's just like, it does get to me, because.
All right, before we continue, I need to actually figure out what exorcism means. I'm gonna go ahead and look it up. Give me a second. All right, it says exorcism is the religious practice of evicting evil spirits from a person or a place. The phrase itself is commonly associated with Christianity, specifically Catholicism or whatever. It is recognized culturally around the world and in modern discourse. Okay, so how do you do it? And how do you perform it in such a way where it takes 20 hours and literally ends with a little girl losing her life, man? I mean, this is just straight up murder in my mind. Nothing like this should ever happen, bro. Religious or not, if you take a religious action that literally causes the death of your daughter, you need to be put in jail. And if your religion tells you to do that, then that's just not it. I mean, it's my first time ever hearing about an exorcism causing somebody's death, right? So I'm assuming she just had some nefarious things going on and wasn't even performing it correctly. And y'all can let me know in the comments if you've ever been exorcised or whatever it is. If you've ever had that happen to you, you can let me know in the comments, because in no universe should that result in the death of your daughter. Evil asshole, man.
I don't know. You don't really know a person until you're at a situation where like a situation like mine, you know what I mean? Like, I know who was real, and I know whose love was real, you know, and genuine, you know. And people could say, like I said, people could say and people could talk, but at the end of the day, I know what happened. God knows what happened, and the people that were there when she passed away knows what happened. You know what I mean? So whatever people want to be out here saying this and that, like, it does not matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you were not there. You know, and I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, you cannot come to me trying to tell me this and that. Like, no, because like I said, you were not there. You know, people want to be out here. Like, look,
so that's her big brain justification for literally ending her daughter at this exorcism that took 20 hours for something. Who does she think her daughter was possessed by, bro? Iblis himself? What is wrong with this Reet? So you're telling me, let's think about this logically, right? It doesn't matter if we were there or not. At the end of the day, what is known, at least from the title, allegedly, right? What this title says and what people are saying in this video is that you were performing an exorcism to get rid of evil spirits from your daughter that took 20 hours and literally ended in her death, in her demise, in her being sent to God. So instead of taking out the evil spirits, you take out her spirit and kill her? Of course, people are going to be asking questions, but that's your big brain justification? I mean, some people are not supposed to be parents, bro. And this is one of the biggest curses you could ever get as a soul, bro, is to be bestowed such shitty parents that do things that literally end you. I mean, you're literally spawn trapped. I'm not even trying to be funny, bro. You gotta understand that that little girl had no control over her life and her parents literally caused her death, man. Like, that is just the worst thing that can happen to a kid, is having this kind of balloon head idiot as a mother, man. But let's continue listening to this shit.
I know, I understand. One thing is saying what you think it is, but another thing is out here making people, is being out here making people believe what is not, you know, like trying to turn them against me. Like, people could say, no, but I care about her, about the baby, that's why I'm saying, like, no, because you're moving how you're moving and you're feeling how you're feeling, you know. But it is what it is, and I always say that, you know. And yeah, like, this, like, look, after my daughter passed away, I've learned so much, and I've grown so much, and I've matured so much, you know. And I'm just thankful. I'm thankful because I could have easily killed myself, you know, after she passed away. But God is good, you know. Whatever you do to me, you're gonna get that back twice as bad. You feel me? So I'm not worried about that, you know. Like I said, God got me, you know. And yeah, like, that's exactly why I don't worry. Look, I said this before on my social media. Look, when you see me, you're gonna see me happy and smiling, you know. And that's because of God, you know. I don't have, like, look, whatever comes my way, I don't worry, you know. Whenever I have a problem, I don't worry, because I know God got me, you know. He's always there, and he's gonna make a way for me, you know. And I feel like that's how we all should be, you know. Like I told you guys, I'm not here to tell you what to believe, okay? I'm not, but I'm gonna speak the truth, and I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm always gonna speak the truth, you know, because what do I gain from lying? You know what I mean? Like, no, you know, you guys know I'm gonna be straight up with you guys, and I'm gonna be upfront about how I feel, about what I believe. And yeah, that's just me, you know. But, oh, you know what? Before I forget, in 2017, I actually decided to get her name tattooed on me. My daughter's name tattooed on me and her date of birth. You know, my chest right here.
All right, listen, before we continue, I need to go ahead and figure out what this exact backstory is, because the fact that she's not in jail for this is kind of confusing me, right? Because if there was evidence that she actually was complicit and was the one accountable for the death of her daughter, she would be in jail, correct? So the fact that she's still roaming free and still able to talk about this incident shows that there's something bigger to this story. And I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get y'all the backstory before we continue watching the video. Oh my God, it is true, y'all. What? Holy shit, it is way worse than I thought it was, yo. It is 10 times worse than I thought it was. And I was going so light on this evil demonic entity of a hoe, man. This evil huz deserves the worst. Holy. Yo, let me get y'all the backstory before we continue watching this video, yo. Listen to this shit. Girl 3 tortured to death. If you get what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to say it because it's too crazy. In exorcism, told mom I love you before body left on altar. What is this demonic, satanic shit that I'm reading, man? It says a 3-year-old girl was tortured to death during an exorcism that her family performed on her in a California church where she futilely told her mother, I love you, and her corpse was later left lying on the altar. Little Airly Naomi Proctor was found dead inside the Iglesia Apostolic, I can't even read, in downtown San Jose on September 24th, 2021, citing new court filings. The Tot's body was riddled with wounds she sustained when her mother, her uncle, and her grandfather forcibly grabbed her by the neck to remove what they said was a demon, according to documents from Santa Clara. What kind of deranged person do you have to be to think God told you to choke your daughter in order to get the demons out of her? What is wrong with y'all, bro? Nah, they're the ones that are possessed with demons, bro. They are the ones that need to be exorcised or whatever. It's my first time hearing about any of this shit, man. And this is the little girl they killed, man. Her name is, like I said, Airly. I think that's how you say it. Literally 3 years old. Just sad, man. Super sad. But anyways, while this assault was ongoing, Airly struggled to escape from her abusers. The victim repeatedly said no, Wise wrote in the troubling 50-page memorandum. Airly also told her mother, Claudia Hernandez, I love you, during the vicious ordeal. Claudia, her brother Rainy Aaron Hernandez Santos, and their father were arrested several months after she died. The trio has pleaded not guilty to felony assault on a child younger than 8, causing death. Judge Hanley Chu is set to rule May 10th on whether the case can proceed to trial. What do you mean can proceed to trial, yo? They literally ended this little girl, man. When authorities at the scene first asked Claudia, then 25, what happened to her daughter, the mother claimed that Airly was screaming and crying the night before. Claudia told the police that her daughter was possessed and claimed... So it's not normal for a 3-year-old to be screaming and annoyed? It's not normal for a 3-year-old to be, I don't know, a 3-year-old kid? That's literally what 3-year-olds do, bro. They are annoying, they scream, they are loud, they break shit, they are annoying. That's called being a child, yo. But this dumbass thought that was being possessed, alright, and claimed that Airly looked different. Her eyes were different, they looked empty, and it wasn't her, the mother said, according to the court filing. What I believe is that she was possessed, you know, because I was going to church, Claudia allegedly told the cops. And then this is her mugshot. Just a purely evil woman, man. What can I say? But I am intrigued. Let me continue reading this for y'all, bro. It says, Claudia said she tried to shove her fingers into her daughter's mouth to induce vomiting, but the little girl bit her finger. Claudia and Aaron then brought Airly to church around 7 a.m. where they said they performed a prayer ceremony. Claudia and Aaron's father, Rene, was the church pastor. He met his children and a grandchild at the church around 12 p.m. On the day of Airly's death, the 3 relatives then allegedly held Airly in a Superman position. I mean, god damn, did she even have a chance, man? What am I reading? In a Superman position, suspended above the floor. Claudia told police that her daughter told her, I love you, but that she still believed the child was hosting an evil spirit. After Airly threw up, Claudia said they put her on the floor. Claudia said this is when Airly stopped breathing. Claudia said God made her understand that Airly was not coming back and was gone. I genuinely cannot believe what I am reading. Airly's body was cold and her lips were blue by around 6 p.m. This was the last time Claudia believed Airly to be alive. Now, with that knowledge, let's continue watching the 1 minute left in this video. And keep that story in mind when you're looking at this demonic entity of a hus. Sit here and try to justify the brutal, vicious, vile, satanic murder of her own daughter. Look at her face, bro, and remember what we just read. I am at a loss for words, yo.
You know, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't know. When I talk about my daughter, you know, it's obviously gonna be like sad and emotional. You know, it's gonna be very emotional for me. But I just want to thank you guys. You know, if you watch my whole video, like I really like. If you watch this whole video, I really appreciate you so much. You know, because you took the time.
Now listen, we all know women tend to cry and be extremely, extremely emotional in situations where they literally lose their child. That girl was inside of you. She was literally a part of your body. She is your daughter. She's your second half, right? You are the mother. And y'all know this, bro. Women have crazy intuition and insane protectiveness over their children if they're actually a good mother, right? God bless my mom, and God bless if you guys have a good mom. You know what I'm talking about, bro. So here's my points. I promise you, no mother is gonna sit here and record a video like this and not break out in tears. I mean, this is a 45-minute video, by the way. We're only taking a look at 5 minutes of it. No mom is gonna sit here and talk about the brutal death of her daughter and not burst out in tears. Y'all saw this lady, bro. Not a single emotion out of her, considering the subject that she's talking about. I told y'all, bro, some people are just not supposed to have kids, and you are just... Let's finish the video, man.
Of your day to watch my video, you know, and I want you guys to remember, look, I want you guys to remember that if you're going through something that's dark, something that's really painful, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I remember when I was, after my daughter passed away, and I was in that depression, like, I was just like, it was just bad, you know, but I knew that it was gonna be okay, and that's what kept me going, you know. And I think you should always say yourself, yeah, like, you know, it's
I don't care what anybody says, that is not enough emotion. That's not even any emotion, considering the fact that she's literally talking about the death of her daughter. Listen, I need y'all to go down in the comments immediately. Every single one of y'all, especially y'all that don't necessarily comment on any videos, bro. I want to hear everybody's opinion. Literally the collective, all of y'all, especially if you made it to this point. Let me know in the comments right now. I will be reading my comments. That's a promise, bro. What should be the punishment for her? What does she deserve? What is the justice in this situation that could be brought? Keep in mind that this was for 20 hours, a 20-hour torture, choking exorcism of their literal daughter, man. What do these individuals deserve, but more specifically her, considering she's literally the mother? It's my first time ever hearing about this. This is just crazy to me. Listen, when it comes to being possessed and jinn and all of that in Islam, it is true. We believe in that as well. But you don't you don't choke and torture your goddamn daughter because you think that they're possessed, bro, or do you think that there's an evil spirit in them? There's other things you can do, given, I guess that's what she and her family does, bro. But I have never heard of this in my entire life. And I pray and I hope that and y'all can let me know in the comments that this isn't the norm in Christianity, bro. Is it the norm for this quote unquote exorcism thing that you choke, slam, and torture the goddamn person that you think is possessed, bro? At an altar as if they're about to get sacrificed like that red cow them Jews are trying to slaughter, bro? They literally say an altar. Listen, somebody in the comments, let me know. In all seriousness, this is pure evil. One of the worst videos I've ever seen in my entire life. Probably the most evil woman I've ever brought to y'all on the channel. And yeah, bro, I'm out. I will be reading my comments, bro. Peace out.